What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. Much love. I appreciate all the love and the support. And we back here with another video. In this video, I want to speak on the pimp. The pimp. Now, as we know for a while now, for the past few months, we've had an influx of guys, men coming into the space and offering men games specifically about women. Now, as we know, we've always had guys around here giving game to guys about women. Shout out to the dating coaches and them doing their work. Shout out to the pimp god for his work and what he's been doing for years in all of his publications. And I noticed that the thing that plagues a lot of guys in this space when it comes to actually accepting the word game, it's hard for them to accept it because they feel like it's coming from this low-level, manipulative, evil man who calls himself a pimp. When at the end of the day, pimp is an acronym. Pimping is an action word. And from the game that I gathered, pimp just simply means properly implementing my program. Let me repeat that. All a pimp is a man who properly implements his program. Nothing more, nothing less. And every man has to properly implement his program in order to have any direction in his life. This is why they say a man without a plan is not a man. This is why they say if you never plan, you plan to fail. Because every man must properly implement their program. So when you hear guys say the game, or he may use the word pimp, you guys have to learn and understand that that term was illegitimized by the trick. See, the guy who doesn't like the pimp is the guy who he knows is paying the pimp because he's paying the woman. And the woman is coming back and paying the pimp. So the problem is you Jonathans have a problem with men who are properly implementing a program. This is why you got a problem with how he look. This is why you got a problem with how he deal with women. But that guy is just a guy who was able to properly implement his program. That's all it is. It's nothing more, nothing less. All of the other things that y'all try to add to the word pimp is just a bunch of bloviated, emotional talking points. Because any man who properly implements his program can have multiple women. can have women serving him in a certain way. Any man can do this if he properly implements his program. His program. That's why the M is my. Because every man, every every player got their own program for a woman. They have their own program for their life. This is why you got players that are all shapes and sizes, because they all implement their own program. So stop getting mad at the men who have a program to implement. You see? And they know how to get women and to get other men to get on their program. And that's all a P is at the end of the day. So you guys, man, take the emotional part out of it, man, and understand what we really talking about. You see, because you don't have to manipulate someone who chooses to do something. Let me repeat that. You are not manipulating or have to manipulate someone who chooses to do something. So if a woman chooses to follow your program, there's no manipulation there, because she chose. She made a choice. You see? So properly implement your program, player, and stop running around here, player hating. Running around here throwing salt on other brothers' name, man. Just properly implement your program. And the rest will take care of itself, man. Long as you properly implement your program and you stay stomped down on your program, hey, man, you're going to get what it is. But see, a lot of you brothers is so busy watching other brothers. This is why you can't properly implement your program, because you watching how other brothers run their program, and you're sitting back judging. This is what you're doing. You're sitting back judging other brothers and the program that they got running, instead of you implementing your own program. See? Find your own lane, player, and ride in that lane. Implement your program, man. Stop player hating. Because, see, player hating ain't going to get you no blessings. See? See, you got to be a blessing to get a blessing. Always remember that. You see? If you want a woman to bless you, you got to be a blessing to her. And the way she understands that you're a blessing to her is how you implement your program. Properly implement your program, player. Let's get on our A game, fellas.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.